Critical update for Bitcoin. I want to talk about this zone. Please pay attention. I wanted to go live stream, but I'm going to do this to make sure every single person gets this information that needs it, guys. Let's discuss it real quickly. We have a hot zone. I want to just call this a hot zone in terms of a recapture of the falling wedge. I'm going to turn this red real quickly. I think you guys will appreciate this technical update. I hope that you do, guys. Hit the like button if you like technical updates on Bitcoin. That will determine how many of them I bring. And I wanted to do a live stream, but I want to make sure that everyone hears this specific kind of the red zone. I say the alert. Now, we are recapturing, the good news is we're recapturing a falling wedge, okay, irrespective of the warning that we brought and how it played out perfectly, guys. I want to talk about this falling wedge. Typically, this is on the hourly chart. Typically, it's a bullish pattern. We would expect it to continue to the upside. Now, we have something that we're fighting against right now that may not be apparent to everyone, so I want to bring that up. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, about 70, maybe 80% of the time when you fail that falling wedge, you're going to get back up into it. I let the VIP know that beforehand. Congrats to all the VIP who entered into. I went ahead and I encouraged you guys. I did say, let's go trade, guys. Let's go do that last night. So congrats to those of you who entered into positions last night. 51,178. Now, this red zone is there because why, guys? The red zone is there because I want to go to the daily chart real quickly. On the daily chart, let's look at the daily chart. I want to line out. Now, it's not a perfect rising wedge. I'm going to say perfect rising wedge because a perfect rising wedge on the daily or on any chart, guys, we would expect a little bit more angulation, a little bit more movement to the upside in terms of the overall pricing demeanor. So I'm going to say perfect if you guys are bullish or bearish. If you're short or go long, that's not my consideration. But you guys will, I think, agree that more of a flat top would be indicative of a ascending triangle, bullish feature, right? So the flatter that we get, the more bullish that we get, the more that we have a rising line of resistance, okay, the more bearish that it is, okay, in terms of the opportunities for a short. Now, the red zone is there. Why? The red zone is there. Just a little side commentary. I appreciate you guys letting me do that. The red zone is there because on the daily chart, you can see the line of support clearly indicated. Copy that. You can see the hit 1, hit 2, right? We are currently outside and beyond this level of support, okay? So the worst thing that I can imagine happening in terms of if you're long on Bitcoin is us recapturing this wedge, okay? And it may happen in one of a few ways. But ultimately, the worst thing I can imagine happening if you guys are along is to experience a rejection along this prior line of support. Okay, we have a hit 1, hit 2, line of support, right? The worst thing I can imagine is you guys experiencing, pardon me, guys, some negative pricing after you reconfirm the prior support as resistance if it were to move to the downside. So I'm bringing that up as a possibility. If you want the answer, right, is like in terms of the actual answer, we did, provide you a lot of research right in here. I gave you guys, kind of the heads up, absolutely from Elliott Wave International. Absolutely, here's the book, here's the authority. This is what the authorities are saying is going to occur in terms of the pricing. Right here, I'd say this is going to be in flux if I were to, and I have been, guys. I've been researching for quite a bit of time this evening, okay, going through the materials again. What can I find? What advantage can I bring you? I think the best advantage I can bring you right now is just the notion that we need to operate in the green zone. Let's just say this. I need to get back up into this zone, okay? This needs to be kind of a green zone. However Bitcoin wants to accomplish it. And for it to get there, I'm just going to tell you guys, I'd like to see a real, my strategy hasn't changed. I'd like to see a real strong pattern to trade into, something like a strong double bottom. Let me see if it'll give that to me. There we go. Strong double bottom formation, part of a bull flag incidentally here. So in terms of this falling wedge, I'd like to see something accompanying it, which we do on the 4-hourly. I'll say we do see that. I believe that we see an ascending triangle on the 4-hourly. That's nice. But to get back up in this zone, I'm really going to need to, I need to see it perform. I'm just going to tell you that. I don't think I'm the only potential buyer or the only potential trader that's going to be in those shoes right now in terms of a smaller trade, this and that. I'm willing to forego a bit of the price action, just a touch of it right now, before really sinking my teeth into a trade. And I'm going to say either to the upside or the downside. Okay, we're still in the red on the chop on the daily. You guys know that, and I would just like to see this level play out. I appreciate you guys letting me show it to you. You understand the importance of a confirmation prior support to resistance potential, downside really the conflicting, and I'd say maybe the reason for the red zone, just kind of a big warning in the market that we're supposed to be moving up, right? I mean, essentially, if we can recapture the bullish feature, feature, we should be moving up. However, we're up against this line of previous support, which could turn into resistance to move further down within that wedge potentially. If the wedge were to completely fail, we may be looking at something like this, which is just a really, and I know we're moving into about 5 minutes on the video. I apologize for that, but yeah, this is the worst. This is the worst. In terms of for the bulls, this would be the absolute worst. And if you guys have traded quite a bit, you know if you're trying to recapture something that's in a downward channel, you don't want to be there if you're long. You do not want to try and catch a falling knife. You do not want to be there. And I'm just going to tell you guys, from a trader's perspective, if you guys trade, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. These are not fun to trade, okay? They're not enjoyable, right? So we appreciate the RSI being down. We appreciate a lot of the indicators saying yes, buy, buy, buy. That's great. What we'll say right now is that we're in a red zone. I want you guys to watch this. I want to see it play out. I'd like to see, again, a bullish formation. I'd like us to see this, conquer not only this top line here, this top line of resistance here on this, essentially this channel formation that's already there, but I'd also like to see us get back up into an operational zone within this green somewhere. That's just for right now. So you guys leave it open for interpretation as you understand the technicals. This is essentially, this is the best that I think I can deliver right now in terms of just top line TA. That's what I like to bring to you guys. I wanted to cut a video instead of live streaming. It's about 6 minutes, but I wanted to make sure that at least you got the essentials, and I could have done probably 2 or 3 takes. I know a lot of you guys, it made it perfect, but a lot of you guys are up late, etc., have families, jobs, everything. So I appreciate you taking the patience and time out of your day to stick with the video. It's about 6.5 minutes, and this is London with Crypto Kingdom and Bitcoin Spike. We appreciate so much all of your time and attention to the channel. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.